Trey, what would you recommend as far as education or training for anyone that wants to start any particular business?
Definitely, obviously, the classes you can learn some, but like I said, books you can only learn so much from. You can read about this principle and that principle, and how to do things, FIFO, LIFO, whatever, but until you experience it, you don't understand it. And there's still things that we need to do better. And we go to conferences as we learn from other stores. So it's communicating with other businesses in your industry, trying to figure out, hey, what works for you, what worked, what didn't work. So that's good. If you're still in school, I would suggest taking an internship. I didn't take an internship in shoes or sales like this, but I did take an internship in South Carolina. It was more of a like a vacation spot. I sold tours, like boat tours, on a sailboat and a dinner cruise and stuff, and then I also worked on those. That experience taught me how to work with people, how to how they reacted. I also got to do a little bit of the management side, like I was in charge of a coupon redemption rate thing. And that was during a summer, and I still got college credit, but it was more of a, I didn't make any money, I'll tell you that, but it was the learning experience, and it totally changed. Because before I started this, I always thought I wanted to be like a resort manager. I wanted to be a boat, on a big cruise ship or something, cruise manager. And then I realized, I was like, okay, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. But it did open my eyes to how a business should work and how maybe a business shouldn't work. Because there were some things that they did that I was like, that's kind of, So, you can take the classes, you can do all that. That's great. But the internship was really big for me. Or if you want to start a shoe store, go work at a shoe store. Even if you don't make a bunch of money, or even if you only get to work 5 hours a week, go work or try to get into whatever it is you want to do. That way you can kind of learn from somebody who's already in it, and then you can take that on and do it yourself. So,
or anyone who wants to start a business similar to yours or retail store, what would you recommend to them?
Definitely work in retail first. See if you like it, because and obviously ours is not a Target or a Walmart, but I do know some people that worked at those, and with a store like ours, retail, you don't get the holidays. That's one of the things that is hard about being in retail, is all the days that everybody else is off, those are the most important days that you need to be at the store. The day after Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, we had Columbus Day, we were here. We had all those holidays that people take off. Every day that the mail doesn't come, that's when we're here. And that's when we're busy, because people want to shop on those days. So you don't get a lot of time off. When we opened, we were working 6 days a week. The only reason we weren't working 7 is because we just couldn't do 7, and we were the only ones working, so we decided, hey, we're going to be closed on Sunday. That was our decision. Some people think it's a great thing. Some people are like, you should be open on Sunday, but we need some time with our families, so we decided, we're not going to work on Sundays. But literally, we could work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, and that could be our job. I mean, I know some people for Target who do stuff like that. So work in it, realize the expectations. Like, hey, this isn't a 40-hour-a-week job where I get off at 5 and I forget about my work. When we get off at 5, we're thinking about it. We're texting each other, hey, we need to do this. What can we do better? It's all the time. It's all the time. It's never. It's not like you're the boss, so you have to make sure everything's good. It's not like when you work for someone else, you go home, you probably don't think about what you have to do tomorrow or what you did. I know I didn't. I had to sit behind the desk job before this, and I would come in at 9 or 8 or whatever, and I would leave at 5, and I didn't think about it in between then. Here, that's all I do. When I'm running, I'm thinking about this. When I'm biking, when I'm doing stuff, there's always in the back of your mind, what can we do to improve? What do we need to change? So it's not a job anymore. It is your life, and that's the difference. You're the one responsible for it, and if it falls through, it's on you. Whereas if you fall through in another job, you may get fired, but you know, your money that you invested in it is not gone. I mean, it's a totally different mindset.
Well, I look forward to having the same problems that you do now.
Hey,
and
there's good and bad. It's nice to work for yourself.
9 to 5 behind a computer.
Yeah.
Well, Trey, thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.